Hi, welcome to the channel. Well, today we're going to look at the unboxing of the Ralino softbox, and if you stay right through to the end, I'll show you how to set up this particular softbox and also some general tips and tricks. Let's get on to the unboxing. Don't you just love it when you get a new delivery from Amazon or indeed any of the other great internet delivery companies? For me, it's so much better than going to the shops. There's no queuing. You place the order online. A day or two later, in case of Amazon, a few hours later sometimes, the boxes just turn up at your house, and it's great excitement opening those boxes. I love that sense of anticipation before they arrive. The size of the softbox is 20 inches by 28 or 50 centimeters by 70 centimeters, which is a good mid-size softbox. The unit comes with an 85 watt bulb at 5,500 Kelvin, which is sort of daylight type temperature, which is great for general purpose photography and videoing. This particular softbox uses the European standard power supply, which across Europe is 230 volts and 50 hertz. If you're watching this in America or Canada, you need a different unit which is sold on the US Amazon site, because your electricity is 120 volts and 60 hertz. This particular item also comes with a UK standard power plug, but of course the rest of Europe uses a different one to the UK, so it's important you either have an adapter for either the style of socket or indeed the electricity supply. Now that we've unboxed it, let's have a look again what was in the box. Well, first of all, we have the softbox unit itself, along with a bulb, tripod, the diffuser to fit over the front of the softbox to give that really soft ambient light, and of course the bag. Let's start with the bag first of all. A very simple bag, very functional. Nice they've got a two-way zip, so you can zip it up from both sides. Carry handles, perfectly functional, nothing special about it. We'll just put that to one side. Tripod we'll come back to again in a minute. We'll look at that. But first of all, the actual softbox unit itself. Well, first of all, the power. So this happens to have been purchased in the UK, and that's just standard on all UK plugs. It's the typical UK 3-pin plugs. As I said earlier, this runs on European 230 volt 50 hertz. If this was bought in Europe, it would have the standard European 2-pin plugs. The thing that makes it really different is the bulb, because the bulb has to be designed for either 230 volts 50 hertz, or if in the US or Canada, it's 120 volts and 60 hertz. So very nicely, there is an on-off switch here, so you don't have to rely on the socket on the wall, and there's typical tripod mounts, which we'll have a look at later. The actual softbox itself just pushes open very simply, and this collar ring just fits nice and simply over the end, and it secures it. And the size again is 50 by 70 centimeters or 20 and 28 inches for those of you who are in the imperial measure still, particularly those in the US. Let's just put the light in. This particular bulb, as I say, is designed for European. You probably won't be able to see it, but here it very clearly states that it's 550 Kelvin, which is the colour temperature of the bulb, but more importantly it's 220 to 240 volts, which is the European and indeed a lot of the other world settings. So this is very easy to put this in. We just screw it in. Nice and tight. And then we put the diffuser cover over the front. The corners are just nicely sewn in. They just fit very, very easily over the end. But what's a really nice little feature, because this would in most circumstances hold it on, around the edges of here on each side there's a little Velcro strip which just keeps this on nice and tight like that. And there we have it, softbox all set up. And if we turn it on, you can just see it lighting up straight at the camera, which is not typically how you use it, of course, and then off. So it works very well indeed. Nice and simple to set up. So let's have a look at the tripod now. So here's the tripod. It's a nice and simple tripod. The legs just extend like this, and it's got a nice stabilizer feature just here. It tightens with screw tighteners, which just fix it in position, and it's got two arms of extension here, and again they're screw threaded. So they both come out like that. So if we just had it in this sort of position, in the lowest position, the minimum height's about 90 centimetres or 3 foot. And if you have it in the fully extended position, you can get the softbox up to a height of about 2 metres or 6 feet. This is a softbox positioned about the lowest the tripod can be, and this is in its horizontal mounting position. And this is turned around on the mounting so it is in its vertical position. So here's the softbox lighting the scene. I positioned the softbox about 1 metre behind the camera, and the bottom of the light of the softbox, the light side of it, is level with the camera, so the rest of the light goes above it. So the light is sitting above me at about a metre above my head, from about level with my head to about a metre above my head. And as you can see, it gives a really bright, beautiful light to record the video in. So what do I think of it? Well, overall, I'm really pleased. It's now December 2019. I paid £33 off Amazon in the UK. I guess in dollars, that's about $40 maybe, $38, something like that. And it's really good. It lights up my little studio area. It's not a big studio area. It's got a really nice quality daylight feel to it. And if I'm being picky, the only thing I would say is the length of the power cord. So the power cord is 1.8 metres, which is only just long enough to get to the floor when it's pretty much near maximum extension. If there was another half a metre, 1.5 foot on that power cord, it would just make all that difference. But that's the only thing I found that I don't really like about it. So certainly value for money, absolutely amazing. It's a no frills, not expensive, value lighting softbox, and I'm thoroughly pleased. Really good value for money. If you found that useful, please smash the like button and subscribe. It really gives me the encouragement to keep making these videos. Watch out for the next video in this series where I'll talk about more generally softboxes, how to use them, where you can get the benefits, and some key features to look out for before you make your purchase. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.